Music is something that surrounds us and appears all over in our world. For many people, music is a daily ritual, either listening to or performing some sort of music. Without realizing it, music has much more of an effect on us than we are able to conceive, and it is important because we hear it almost every day. Music affects our minds and bodies in ways that most people are not aware of, and in ways that no one can consciously realize. Whether conscious or not, music has some sort of effect on almost every person. As a musician myself, music plays a huge role in my life, and I have experienced some of these ways that music affects everyone. I have also researched this topic, and from the research and information I have gathered, I feel that I can inform you of the impact that music has on the human species. There is a very wide variety of ways that music impacts us as humans. I will discuss 3 distinct ways in which music makes an impact, and 3 of the ways that are the most researched and well-known. How music impacts development and academics, how music impacts sicknesses and can also be used as a treatment, and how music impacts our moods. First, I will talk about the effect of music on development and academics. Through extensive research, it has been found that music develops our brain in different ways. In children and in learning adults, music helps to enhance the learning process and how much we get out of learning. In a research study, neuropsychologist Nadine Gabb explains that there was a connection in both children and adults between learning to play an instrument and improved executive functioning, like problem solving and switching between tasks and focuses. In research facilities, tests are administered between musicians and non-musicians of the same ages. Consistent outcome of these tests are that the musically trained group of subjects have better functioning skills compared to the non-musically trained group. It is also shown that musically trained children have more activation in these areas than that of their peers. I have my visual aid is this picture of this group of people right here is musically trained, and these people are non-musically trained. And you can see through this study that the musically trained people have more activation in more areas of their brain than the non-musically trained. According to Gabb, music causes an overlap in the networks that process music and the networks that are involved in other day-to-day cognitive functions such as language, memory, and attention, which are all very important skills in school and outside activities of school. The level of precision in processing music is much higher than what it takes to process speech. And this means that when our brains develop musical networks, it can enhance our ability of speech and actually enhance our speaking understanding. It has also been found that music can physically change our brain structures. Dr. Gottfried Schlag found that professional musicians have an unusually thick bundle of nerves connecting the left and right sides of the brain. And in children, just after 15 to 30 months of training, young musicians have more complex connections between their right and left hemispheres of their brains. And there's a more elaborate auditory and motor systems than children who don't play an instrument. So as you can see, music is something that's very important in development, and it can very much enhance the development of children. While music can be very important to accelerated brain development, another very large use of music is as a treatment for a number of conditions. Music has been found to be a treatment for many different conditions, and is a solution that is much less expensive and much more natural than medicines. In many forms of motor and impulse disorders, music is very therapeutic and is often used. In Parkinsonism, where movements of the affected person can be fast, slow, and sometimes frozen, they can overcome this obstacle when they are exposed to the regular tempo and rhythm of music. People with Tourette syndrome can become composed and tic-free when they listen to or perform music. People with autism can find music therapeutic. They do not have access to strong emotional states, but music can help this because of its ability to induce feelings and moods. In Alzheimer's and dementia patients, music can work wonders. When exposed to music, especially to songs that hold familiar memories, they can temporarily regain cognitive focus and can evoke memories of earlier events that they cannot remember at any other time. In people with depression, music can be a way to relieve their symptoms and help lessen the symptoms of their depression. One of the newest therapies being researched is use of music to help stroke victims regain their ability to speak after a stroke. Dr. Schlag has been researching the effects of music on these victims and says when a stroke damages the speaking area of the brain, some people can still sing words but not speak them. With intonation therapy, victims may gradually be able to have different regions of their brain take over some of the speaking functions. Music is often used in advanced therapies, but are used every day to change and alter our moods. For example, many people often listen to music to change mood for the purpose of how we feel. For some, music is a stress reliever. Angry music can help let off steam when you're angry. Calm and soothing music can help you to also calm and soothe yourself, to relax. You can use music to reflect your current mood. And you can also use music to change how you want to feel. So for example, fast music can pump us up. Slow music can calm us down. And this is particularly used when getting ready for bed or waking up. As you can see, music is a common thing that serves many individual purposes. Today I have discussed music in development, music in treatment, and music in moods. As I stated earlier, music affects many different people in many different ways, and it may not be a conscious effect, but there is an effect. As I have described, music is used in a variety of ways. When you might feel down or need relaxing, try some music first. It contains helpful powers that are greater than what anyone else might think. I know from a personal standpoint, the perfect way to release some stress or to get ready to go to sleep is to just put on some slow and calming tunes. As Marilyn Manson says, music is a form of magic, and the effects of music can be truly magical in many ways.
I didn't know you liked Marilyn Manson, man.
It's still going.